Well, hello there. This is I've already forgotten the channel name. Uh, Mainly just because it's super late at night. Uh, According to my clock, it's about almost 2 in the morning. Um, I've actually just showered, so I feel a whole lot better than I did. Um, uh, what is that? Oh, that's a light bouncing off of my little mini dishwasher there. Um, yeah, I figured I'd do, just a little bit of talking about Titanic. Now I can't give you like a whole lot of facts and stuff like a lot of everybody else can. What I do know, well, to start off at the beginning, I think whenever it had come into, yeah, I think whenever it had come into theaters way back in the day, I wouldn't have been too awfully old. I think we went and we went and watched it at the drive-in. Um, and then I remember that one scene where Jack is drawing Rose. You know that scene. Um, uh, my parents made my sister and I, either look away or cover our eyes. They didn't want us to see that, which understandable. I don't think we were even 10 yet. Uh, I might have been close to 10, maybe 9. Um, but yeah. I can understand where my parents were coming from there. Um, I remember, I don't remember much about that night. Well, there are some things I do remember, but that's neither here nor there. But the movie itself, that's really the only part I remember. I think later on, when we got the VHS copy, the two uh, tape set, which I think for VHS that's all it was. Just a two tape set. I don't. Yeah, I think the movie would have been too long to have um, one tape. I, Air conditioner kicked on. You might hear that. I don't know, but yeah. I remember watching it on VHS, but I still know that whenever that scene came on, Mom still had me, cover my eyes. Uh, I think I know I had an interest in the ship. I It had to have been the movie that, you know, sparked that little bit of interest there. At the time, here I'll grab it here. I'll flip the camera around. I'm using my phone, so that's why the quality looks better. Can I flip it around? I don't think I can, but it may flip around. I don't know. Whenever I'm done with this, I don't know. But I had this book at one point, or may have rented it from the library. I can't remember. But this is a different one that I've bought off of eBay. I think about, oh gosh, 4 years ago. I guess my interest in the ship came back, And I remember this book. I couldn't remember the name of it, but I knew it had a bunch of questions in it. Actually, no, wait, yes, I did remember the name of the book because um, the title, 882 and a half Amazing Answers to Your Questions About the Titanic. Um, the first question was, why is the ship 882 and a half feet long? And, wait, back up. Why there are that many questions? And it answered by saying that that's how long the ship was, 882 and a half feet. I remember going through it, going down memory lane, and I think this book was made in the 90s, I think, or late 90s, 97, 98. Let's see. First edition, December 98, so, yeah, late 90s. And, just going through the book, it was like a trip back through memory lane. And I do remember back in school, whenever I had an interest in the ship at the time, whenever I was younger, um, there was an even bigger book. I don't know, I can't remember anything about it. I don't even remember oh, that's too dark. There we go. I don't remember, like, the name of it or anything. I just remember seeing, like, it was like a dead-on shot of the bow of Titanic, not the wreck, but sailing. And I've been trying to find it on eBay and Amazon. I can't find it. I don't know. I don't even know what the name of it was. And I'm not even really sure if the picture I'm thinking of is actually what the picture was. But yeah, Oh, I lost my train of thought. Don't you just hate it when that happens? Shoot. Oh, yeah. After I had gotten this book, the one I just showed here, I went through it. My interest was kind of there, and then it kind of died down. And maybe last year or so, maybe 2 years ago, I really can't remember. On YouTube, I just had a random thought. Well, you know what? Let's see what new information there is on Titanic, the wreck currently. And I was always fascinated more with the stern section than the bow section, mainly just because it seems like, and I know it's a mangled mess, but it just seems like there's more, less exploration done to it. I mean, I'm not saying they haven't. I'm pretty sure they went over it with a fine-tooth comb as best they could with all that mangled steel. Trying to find any information they can about it. So yeah, I decided to look up, see if there was any new information on the stern section, and I think, oh, the very first video I found, I think, was, I'm not even going to call his name out here, his channel name, because he's notoriously bad for bad information. Purposefully bad information. There's a whole rigmarole around that thing. Fake accounts, a fake professor at a fake university trying to prove that he's right. If you know, you know. Somewhere along the line, I did run into another channel. I'll give him a shout out. Historic Travels. And at first, just seeing his thumbnail, I was like, because, you know, I was more interested in looking at pictures of the ship currently. And his thumbnail was him looking at the camera. And I think either later that day or a couple of days later or something like that, maybe a week later, I kept thinking back to that thumbnail and wondering, you know, just exactly, you know, because the video title, I think, was something like the Titanic Timeline Series part number. I can't remember. And I decided to give them a try. Like I said, after like a few hours, a couple days, a week, something like that. And oh boy, I'm glad I did. You can tell that he's got a lot of passion for Titanic. He really does do his research on the ship and people, and I dare say he's even done as much research maybe as James Cameron himself. He does upload his to his channel quite regularly, usually once a week. And in the time that I've been subscribed to him, I don't think he's missed a week. But I will say he is active with his community, his subscribers. If something were to happen, he'll put out I don't know exactly what you call it, like something on his community YouTube page, letting them know, hey, videos either going to be late or, you know, whatever. And he's real good with that, interacting with his subscribers. But yeah, I've actually learned a lot from watching him. Granted, a lot of stuff I can't remember. It's not anything I'm not saying he's doing a bad job. He does a great job. It's just there's a lot of stuff that, you know, I really can't remember. But yeah, oh, that happened. Stupid chair and stupid table. Lost my train of thought again. Well, no, that wasn't it. Like I said, it's late. I think the train has departed and ain't coming back till morning. But yeah, ever since I've started watching his videos and his live streams, which he does on Sunday evenings, I can say that not only is he informative, not only is he well-researched in his knowledge of Titanic, his ship knowledge isn't just limited to Titanic. There are some other ships he's covered. He's done a video on, what was it, Pompeii? Yeah, I think so. And he's done a lot of maritime stuff. I think so far that and the Pompeii video are the only types of video he's put out. This whole video was turned into a big shout out, but it's all well deserved. He deserves it. He's earned my subscription. I've got him subscribed on another account of mine. And on his live streams, I'll throw some questions at him. He'll answer them. And yeah, like I said, Sam from Historic Travels, he's a lot more knowledgeable than I am. So there's a lot of questions that my unit's kicked on again. There's a lot of questions that if he doesn't know, he'll either try to look it up on the spot, or if he's behind, he'll usually make a note of it to look into later. I'd say go check him out if you got any Titanic history. He's also done a timeline series on Titanic's sister, the Olympic, and the Britannic, the HMHS Britannic, not the one White Star put out later. They had a fascination with the name Britannic. I think they've had 2 or 3 ships named Britannic. I don't know why. That ought to be a good question to ask him. Yeah. Ask him why they had multiple ships named Britannic. Yeah. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, my limited knowledge is, and I could be very wrong. I will admit I could be very, very wrong. I'll admit that. Unfortunately, I think it was 1,498 people lost their lives that night the ship went down. In Fahrenheit, the water was like 28 degrees below freezing. With it being salt water, it wouldn't turn to ice like fresh water would. Let's see, the ship went down at 2:20 a.m. ship time. Land time, I think it would have been, let's see, there wasn't daylight savings time yet, so it would have been 1:20. I really can't remember. I really can't. I know Sam talks about that. Maybe not one of his videos, maybe one of his live streams. I think someone asked him about it, and he clarified. Yeah, I mean, there's some information I could give, what limited information I could give, but I'd actually have to sit and hum and haw about it before I could actually think of something. Though a burning question I've got, how many blades did the center propeller have? The argument is 3 or 4. Which, what I think it is, I don't know. I really don't. If I had to take a wild guess, if you just ask me spitball answer right now, off the top of your head, don't think about it, just spitball it out, I'd say 4. Could be right, could be wrong. We'll probably never know. And I know it may have been Robert Ballard, it may have been, whenever he went to dive the Titanic. Now, I don't know, the only encounter with Titanic that I'm aware of him telling is first finding it, just at the, I don't know, port or starboard side, just like a big wall coming up. They dropped their, I don't know if there's a nautical term for it, but the weights on the submersible just to shoot back up. as far as I know, and I've even asked Sam this myself, if Robert Ballard has ever talked about other expeditions to the ship, um, and he wasn't sure. I think he said that he hadn't ever heard anything, and I know I haven't heard anything. Um, but whoever it was, I know they went around the stern section. They went, and they could see the starboard and port propellers, but they couldn't see the center propeller because it's buried under mud. Well, that's another thing. I know the starboard, yeah, the starboard propeller looks like it's missing a blade. It's possible it could have been flung off, and it could have landed Lord knows where. Small little quick thing though. It would be very interesting, which I honestly doubt it could be at this point. But it would be pretty cool if they could find the propeller blade that the Olympic threw. Gosh, what a big find that would be. I know something like that, they'd probably attempt to raise it to the surface, put it in a museum like, hey, this is a propeller blade from Olympic, Titanic's older sister. Yeah. Well, I think that's probably going to be all for tonight. Probably. Yeah, because even though I drank that coffee earlier, I can kind of feel the sleep uh, getting to me. So it'll probably be the last video for, well, I say tonight, but it's technically morning, so, yeah, yeah, just wanted to, do here, turn my hand that way, little talk about Titanic, just a little. Olympic thrown in there, Britannic thrown in there. Yeah. Have a good night. Have a good rest of your day wherever you live. This is whatever the channel name is. I'm so tired I can't think of it. Yeah, signing out. Have a good one, everyone.